So in your early career, you said you were in China and you also worked inside an institution, right? The Shanghai Museum of Modern Art. Yeah?
It was the Dolan Museum of Modern Art at that time
Yeah.
in early 2000 was the first state institution that started showing and exhibiting contemporary art.
And so before becoming an independent curator, as you position yourself today, so how did that shift really influence the way you think about curatorial autonomy as well as the institutions? Or you you navigate really well between the two?
Um, yes, so I started very simple as an intern at that time in the that public institution, and then private sector came in China. But that was working at the Dolan Museum of Modern Art was my first encounter working with the institutional system, and that was actually first museum that
Mhm.
kind of started supporting contemporary art community, which was very very important. And then the director had some issues, and that museum kind of shifted the leadership, and um, I started kind of redefining my role as curator with no institutional backings, because it's very different when you say you work with an institution and when you're a curator. I don't like to call it independent, because we are not independent. We are mostly we are first of all interdependent, because we are dependent on so many things, so many relationship, so many structures. So out of that kind of context, I started learning what kind of role I can play within art ecosystem, what gaps I can fill in with my contribution, and how I do that. So I always very often return to questions of that sort, including if you want to produce some international context, what kind of international you want to produce and how you do that, what tools do you use. So out of that kind of constant questioning, it's a dynamic question, right?